The number one coin design in U.S. mint history is, well, the Walking Liberty half dollar or the Silver Eagle. Well, the difference is they're the same design, right? But we're not talking about the 40th anniversary this year of the Silver Eagle. We're going back in our time capsule to the original Walking Liberty, the Walking Liberty half dollar. And tonight, boy, have we put together a special bonanza. So President Theodore Roosevelt, when he took office, did a number of different things just to move forward the rah-rah U.S. We're becoming a world power, and we need to start looking the part as well. We're no longer the Wild West, right? Which a lot of the Europeans thought we were. They're a bunch of cowboys, I guess is the phrase, right? So the first thing he started looking at was what our coins look like. And you got to remember, this is the early 1900s. And prior to that, we had no fax machines, we had no televisions, right? We had no computers, no cell phones, right? So how did you know if the U.S. government put out a brand new coin if you lived in the middle of Montana or in St. Louis, right? We were through the telegraph stage, and the telephone was just invented. So we could start talking to people, right? So what do? Well, we make all of our coins the same. So we had the bust designs in the early 1800s. We had the seated liberty design throughout the middle of the 1800s. And then we had the barber half dollars throughout the end of the 1800s, early part of the 1900s. That's when the change comes in, because in 1916, they call it the U.S. coin renaissance. We changed all three of our coin designs to unique designs. Mercury dime, standing liberty quarter, and this one, the Walking Liberty half dollar. Now this coin was made from 1916 through the year 1947, and it was replaced in 1948 by the Franklin half dollar, which by itself had a very short shelf life as well, because that was replaced by the Kennedy in 1964, and blink, the Kennedy's been out there for 60 years. Can you believe it? So here's tonight's deal. When we go to shows, we're always looking for beautiful uncirculated walkers, because circulated coins, the design is beautiful, but an uncirculated coin just does a whole different justice to the Lady Liberty, wrapped in the American flag, by the way, walking across the country. But the definition on the reverse with the majestic eagle doing the same thing, isn't that unique? Lady Liberty's walking from east to west, so is the eagle. But the detail with just how they put it together is so distinctly different when you get to that uncirculated quality, as the graphic says. Now this is how tonight's deal is going to work. And we've had these before, but they're always different based on the coins we currently have in stock. While building this special opportunity, there were a mixture of Philadelphia's, Denver's, D, and San Francisco, S. So if you tonight buy 3 coins with us, your order is 3, you will get a Philadelphia mint, you'll get a Denver mint, and you'll get a San Francisco mint. Many of you know that. Usually the Denvers and San Franciscos sell for $10 to $15 premium here at America's Value Channel. This deal tonight is just meant to be a shaker, wake us up, and time to go. The other part of this is tonight, the difference in dates, etc., with mint marks included, give us about 8 to 10 different. Very comfortable with the 8 as we have in the graphic. So if you buy 5 coins tonight, to make it easy, right? You'll get a P, you'll get a D, and you'll get an S. Your first 3 coins. And then you'll get random 4 and random 5, not duplicating anything you've already received. It might be a second branch mint, it might be another Philadelphia, but they'll all be different. Up into 8 coins, maybe we can stretch that to 10. Trust me, we're going to try. But the bottom line is this. For the last 40 years, the American Eagle, the silver dollar design, no, the Walking Liberty design on a silver dollar, correct, has grown to become the dominant silver dollar in the world today. And I think part of it's based on the fact that it's backed by the United States government. But I think the second is the design is just wow. Adolph Wyman, who designed this coin, knocked it out of the park. And we're using the same design today on the Silver Eagle. The only thing we changed on the Silver Eagle was adding his initials, AW, to the obverse of the new silver dollars. That started in the year 2021. But if you look at 1986 through the early part of 2021, you look at this and you say, is this a silver dollar or a half dollar? If you're not familiar with the size of the coins, because the design was identical. The only difference would be the date on the bottom of the coin. So let me go over this again. Tonight, it's just Walking Liberties uncirculated at the price of $39.95. That's a fun one, okay? And if you want to buy multiples, we're making it even more fun. And tonight, because of the mixture of coins that we have, if you buy 3 coins, since there were 3 different mints that struck the Walking Liberty half dollar, we're going to give you a coin from each mint. Now, the word half dollar right there in the bottom, go a little bit to the left. At about 7 o'clock, that is where you would see a mint mark. This is a Philadelphia. There is no mint mark. That's where to check. If you buy 3, you'll get a P, a D, and an S, the 3 different mints. If you buy 8, you're going to get 8 different coins, of which will be at least 1 of each mint mark. And again, if we can do a few more than that, we're going to do that. We'd love to do that, just not always part of the cards, right? So tonight, $39.95, that's the deal, especially with where silver is today in the marketplace. My competition for the same exact coins you're seeing on your screen, 42, 43, 44, right? The last decade or so of the Walking Liberty half dollar, which is pretty much all of the coins we have. They're at between $85 and $130. By the time you get to 5 coins with them, you're north of $100. If you buy 5 with us, you will get 5 different, but they're still all the same price, $39.95, which is half the price that they have available. How do you do it? Why do you do it? Well, it's our middle name, Value, and we want you coming back. We're not bashful about it. We're not going to sell 4 coins tonight. We're going to sell the 400 coins we have in stock. And we'll turn it over to the next topic for tomorrow or later in the show, etc. Guys, give me a 30-second clock, please. Lots of people on the phones. Remember, avccoins.com. Dedicated site here at America's Value Channel to just our coin business. It connects right into our regular site as well. And if you're hearing the fast busy, it's been bouncing back and forth the last couple of minutes, you can always use your smartphone, laptop, home computer, etc. You can even stream us online and watch it through your computer. You can see little me versus big me. Ha, ha, ha. Everybody, what a great deal tonight. Again, up to 8 different coins that will include, if you buy 3, a P, Philadelphia, a D, Denver, and an S, San Francisco. The best of the best. And again, that price, half the price of our competition at $39.95. And that's why we call this segment the Daily Deal.